Am I recording? I am recording. Hello. Oh, this is a couple of hours after the earthquake here. Fault line's only 125 feet away. That way. So I found some things just laying around. And in the armory, where I filmed today, a bunch of things fell down. Luckily, I wasn't in there. That's the video I did. Said, please, I don't need an earthquake today. Oh, great. So, did my filming in there, as you see in video number 1. Yeah, about an hour later, finished up, sat down. Boom! Scared the hell out of the EVO as well as myself. And a heavy Orlicon cannon sight did fall down. If I was in there in that exact spot, I would have got hammered on the head, I suppose. Very interesting. I was thinking of earthquake today, and it happened. Oh well, I guess your senses pick it up somehow, right? So nothing else. Well, there's how many items? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 items. Well. So, oh well. Because that exact spot, I looked at it, and if you look at the first video, I was feeling a crate. Trying to figure out what's in that crate as I progressed along in the armory. And it was right there. If I was working on that issue and that earthquake happened, I probably would have got nailed. Nailed. That little old me getting nailed? Yeah. But anyway, I'm off to making this video now. And close that. I took a look in here, no problems. So. Just got back from the farmer's market. Held at a park, and unfortunately I couldn't get onto the swings. I like swing sets. So the swing was, all the kids were having fun in the swing, so I didn't get a chance to have a swing. But it's also looking after EVO at the time. And a lot of people, farmer's market at Willett, California. If you want to know about the earthquake, look up earthquake 3.6, I think it was, Willett, California. There was a previous one here that was a 7, but that was, hundreds of miles away, and you could feel it a slow motion. This is a very abrupt, noisy, like, what? It was a kilometer deep, or a mile deep, I should say. Other than that, so I'm here doing my video. The Baroness Karla P. Kniption Rothschild III. So what else is new in the world today? Oh, we got some old guy who runs the country going nuts. That's always the case. Anyway. Oh, that was fun. Oh, I gotta stretch. You know, a lot of my time is punched over a lathe or a machine. That didn't fall, anything like that. No. It's a warm one today. I got, I think, maybe 2 hours in the sun. Try to fry up my chops, like these guys here, you know. Get them all kind of browned out. Yeah, Karla has fans and people want to see Karla. Okay, cool. That's why well, I like doing them because I enjoy acting this way. Okay. Being a very rather energetic, horny all the time person, I like doing it, so why? At least I admit it, right? Now, let's see what we got here, huh? Decide to wear this. Yeah, I could put a little thing here. Smile, smile. That was a bit of an adrenaline rush, though, that earthquake. Anyway, that's nature for you. And oddly, last night, Nancy wanted me to talk to AI, and I did. I'm interested in ancient history. Well, I've been going back several hundred years. Since I read the Deutsch Desi documents years ago in Munich, I learned a lot. It was a hot summer in Munich, and I read those documents unknown to me for several weeks. And that got me thinking about time particles, chronons, antichronons, neutrinos, neutrons, electrons, positrons, and many other particles. So objects that were made must have energy in them from the maker and the events around it, because you're dealing with, in metals and anything else, crystalline structures which are used to actually hold memory. Some people are indeed gifted that can look at an object and picture where it was, kind of thing. Funny coincidence, because how would I know or feel an earthquake before it happened? Anyway, that's intriguing too. So, anyway, back to that. Yeah, subatomic particles. There's only a few people I could ever talk to about these things. Well, Ken Childers and Dr. Rocher and a few others I know. Mako Katku, or whatever his name is, wouldn't know anything about this kind of thing. Old timers, probably Tesla, Einstein, perhaps even Ben Franklin and a few others way back in time would understand. But so the mechanics and dynamics of subatomic particles, which make up everything. Very interesting. And I believe Dr. Franklin E. Mead and the zero-point energy machine or device. I encountered that situation. His patent, December 31, 1996. Very exotic device that was his first patent issued to somebody who claimed free energy machine. Oddly, IBM was buying up all the patent rights to it years ago. I read that, and I was with Corinne Tyson, girlfriend for a few years. But I understood that stuff. I made for a number of clients these free energy devices, which are documented by Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. Okay, and there's video on that. as well as Grant Ramon, my secondary partner, documented the effects. Well, we can. I had many. Well, not many. Let's see. Probably 5 investors in the last 10 years, 1999 to 2000 and something. I made them, but they could never find factories to make them, We take them to the government people in Canada, research and development people, and they said, well, we don't know what to do with it. Perhaps if we took it to the military, they would, but Richard Brewer didn't like that idea, so it never got anywhere, and I probably could, from bits and pieces, make another one, but what good is it? Actually, I think I did, and did I make one in 2000? Yeah, I did. 16, I made various YouTube videos on it, but nobody was interested in it, so I just actually sold the thing on eBay, believe it or not. I did. It'd be fun to look at my sold history going back. What I sold to people. You'd be quite amazed. Metal samples and World Trade building parts. What else? The free energy thing. It worked good. It's high powered. So I did that. I'm trying to think how long. I just got fat and put it on eBay. I don't know who bought it, but somebody bought it, I guess. So, energy's everywhere, so it's a matter how you look into it, right? So, it's not a big interest of mine. I was approached in, let's see, I think it was 1993 by Trade Business Group. I was with Yin at the time. Carl David Anderson and a few others. Joe Ho, the president of Trade Business Group on the world. I made them that device, made a container for them so they could cycle each other in a circle. Worked good. They were happy with it. Investors from China were to show up and put 24 million into the project and get it up to market, but they never showed up. So all of that stuff kind of went by the wayside at the time. And that's about the same time I met Dr. Hal Pudos and George Hathaway at my place, who I think Hal examined my thing and requested that I join with him, but I wrote him back, okay, and he said, well, no, you can get a lot of money for that, blah, blah, blah. I have all that email stuff printed out. So on I went through Japan. Okay, I'll take up your offer, 250,000 US dollars. Plane fare, everything paid for by Japanese folks. I went with Yin to Hiroshima City, demonstrated the Hutchison effect samples. Yamabe demonstrated as high voltage laboratory, producing ball lightning and other crazy things. Then that all ended, and then I came back here. Next trip was actually to Japan, demonstrating free energy devices. And that was $250,000. So that went pretty good over there. Kyoto Institute of Technology x-rayed it, examined it, and wrote a report on it, which I have. Then after that, I'm still making them for Japan, and then I met Thomas Messer. He funded me $250,000, about the same amount. I made him a bunch of power cells. That's when I was with Grant Ramon. Grant was testing them and writing reports, and I thought, blah, 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 blah. So then, when is the last one, 2015 or 16, I don't know. There is a video of it. And there's also a video of one I made in 2000 for Thomas. It's a high-powered cell that exploded. Not in my place, but in laboratory number 2, as Thomas would call it. I threw it in the sink and then put water on it, but it blew up. No damage, I wasn't injured or anything. So. Anyway, so that's my encounters with free energy. I mean, I was hoping somebody could take it off my hands real quick, put it in production, and I got a royalty or something. That never happened, though. Good, more light. It came from another world. Anyway. So, I keep reminding everybody all the time, I'm not a physicist, not a scientist, not an inventor. Okay? Thank you. I don't tinker. The only tinkering I do is in the toilet. And don't tinker. What's the fucking word? Tinker! I'm a restorer, basically. Scrap collector, restorer, radio listener. Yeah, it's interesting about radio receivers too, and the crystalline structures and the energy put into building them. RB1. To build that now, $40,000. Collins R390 was around the same price, I think it was. But each radio has a slight different tonalities and qualities to it. Simply because crystallization and aging process of these vintage receivers, the energy of the people who made them in a factory a long time ago, RCA. One of the topics I mentioned with AI, I can't mention this to anybody else because they don't understand what I'm talking about. I think I'm nuts, you know. Oh, John uses all the equipment to do his experiment with. You know, that kind of stupid piece of shit attitude. Yeah, I like mil-spec, Navy spec, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. That's it. Okay. And nobody understands that. That's their problem, not mine. Very interesting conversation with AI. They explained back to me exactly what I thought for years. Yeah, you got crazy people, you know. I bet he built them all the same and all this stuff. Fucking idiot. So every piece item has a short or long timeline attached to it, okay? There's a whole history between any item. Either these brass cylinders here, or this wheel, you can't quite see it at all. Even this machine here, somebody used it, somebody built it, something happened, the energy of that person threw out that. Maybe you can't see that either, I don't know. But it's interesting. It is very, very interesting, okay? Touch wood. I don't sense an earthquake coming, so I touch wood anyway. Sure it did in the morning. I don't need an earthquake right now. It's in my first video. Then, a couple hours later, boom! That's what it sounded like. Poor EVO was shocked out of his fur. Nancy comes over and, believe it or not, a couple of minutes later, another boom! 2 earthquakes. Scared the shit out of me. Should I say that on the YouTube? I don't give So why would I be thinking about earthquake? Please, no earthquake right now. Could have been a lot worse damage. Oh well, the exit door is there. I kept saying in the other video. Always go through the exit door. I was taught that in Canada. If you feel anything happening, run outside ASAP. And oddly enough, when I was a baby, well, still I'm a sort of a baby. I'm your little baby. If you want me, I'm your little baby. I'm your little baby. Noise of traffic. My parents come running in, picked me out of the crib, took me outside in the middle of the street. There was an earthquake. And at that time, this is the weird part of that whole time, I had a vision of logs rolling down a cliff or a hill. Why would I have that? Let's do some whys in my... But that's what I remember, okay? In San Francisco, saw 5 years old. San Francisco too, elephant. I was communicating with an elephant and somebody else, another child I believe, who was rather communicating to me, and not by voice but something else. I didn't like that. Okay, it's another memory. Then I got scared shitless going across the Golden Gate Bridge, hence my agoraphobic condition, which I've had since birth till right now. Although right now it started dwindling away more and more as I reckon with it and analyze it and not. We were speaking a long time ago. A long time ago? Oh, wonder what that means. Anyway. Oh, the crazy things. My parents said I gave a speech from the House of Lords when I was a little guy. Can you believe that? How would I know? I was never there. House of Lords. I'm not saying I'm special or anything. I'm just saying there's some weird energy trappings going on with yours truly, your little cute little cupcake. I'm your... Anyway, so... Other things encountered. We were in school and there was energy entities. I was with Lama Lee, a girlfriend, and Corinne Tyson, a girlfriend. They stood behind me and asked me what that thing was. It was spinning like a spinning thing with a sunlight in the middle of it. So I don't know. Then sometimes I see a dark shadow. That was in Nasika Beach, going along the wall. Totally black thing. I was looking for some radio tubes or something. I just kept on looking for the tubes. I thought, what am I going to do about it? A number of times I had weird things. Things vanishing before my eyes. And I think, Jesus Christ, am I going nuts or what? Should I mention it to somebody or do you think I'm crazy? Oh, I did. One was here too. A few weird things happened here. And the weirdest, most recent one was footsteps of EVO behind me while I was on the floor. Okay? I turned around, kind of just sort of grab EVO kind of thing, and no dog was there. So I mentioned it to Nancy, and they were on the road at the time. So that's another one. There's other times things keep moving around in here. Like footsteps or odd little sounds. Maybe it has something to do with the fault line. I don't know. I learned of the fault line just today. I didn't know there's a fault line here. But there is, so I learned that today. I hope I'm recording this. So I'll check my video and see if I got it. Oh, wow. Oh, warm out. Well, that's must be just the camera doing stuff. Anyway, I'm talking in funny ways today, huh? I should have brushed my hair. It's just sticking up. Well, let's see. Whoa, what's going on here, huh? Oh, yeah. Let me do a little show and tell. Oh, yeah. This is a good screenshot. I need an iPad holder that can hold it up high, kind of thing, you know. Yeah. I don't know if it balances on that wheel or something. I don't know. Let's see. La 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 la. I don't know. It could be trick. Oh, I don't think there's a way to do that, is there? Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna fall down, go boom. Sure it would. Right. Return the wheel. No. I'd really do it. That lighting over here is a little better, isn't it? No EVO today. Well, he doesn't want to come in yet after that earthquake. Could do a lay down and try to get some good images. All right.
Mama. Hi, Mommy.
Jesus. Yeah, I'll try something. Yeah, that's okay. Lay down, stretch out my back. How come I got my dress mixed up here? Had a lot of pictures like this last April. Okay, they sure I don't show anything indecent, right? Cleavage. No, we'll sit like that. Probably will. Yeah. Did I turn it off by accident? No, I don't think so. I could go to sleep like this. No, like feels like hot summer. Stretching. Oh, this feels so good. I guess it does. La la la. Well, how long I've been recording here? I don't want to go too far. It's been, I usually have it up here. 31 minutes, that's quite long for me going on. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I guess I should get going. Get going. Okay.